Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I don't need this. Isn't this the cutest? It's our little like bathroom bag. I got packing stuff like literally everywhere for a trip. We leave tomorrow morning. So excited. So excited to leave. You have no idea. Like, I can't even tell you how excited I am. The best feeling. Okay. So excited that I have no idea what else is going on in the world. I just got to get ready. I need to get my toes done. Hang out with my daughter. I got a busy day that I didn't really realize was going to be this busy. And now it's busy. So, yeah, lots to do. Gonna get ready really quick so I can get out of here. And we're going to talk a little bit about just like refocusing energy. It's like a friend had mentioned something to me and it kind of like stuck with me about things that I've talked about before and just we haven't really revisited for a while. So what do I need right now? Eye cream. So I kind of wanted to just revisit those thoughts and those ideas with you guys. Good review for me, good review for everybody, I thought. So for your mind as well. I kind of dug through some of my old notes I had. I was looking for something, but at one point I was just writing notes on like papers and probably tossed them when I cleaned my desk. And then I switched to like a journal where I could keep specific things I wanted to keep so that I could reflect on them and reshare when I needed to and that kind of stuff. But it's not in my little journal. So eye cream, peptides, vitamin A, vitamin C. I'm going to do some brightening serum, which is the eye cream, the brightening serum, and eye mask is what you would get in the puffy eye bundle. If you want to grab that, you're more than welcome to. But it smells so good. Yeah, when we start talking about energy and how to keep our energy flow up, right? Because a lot of the times we've so commonly been like told and practiced and hear that like, oh, my cup is full, my cup is empty, I need to refill my cup. And I've talked about this before since like I've been learning about this stuff and like positive energy flow and those kinds of things. It's less about a cup that can get drained and more of like my vision of it is like, I think of like those big pipes, like a big waterway pipe. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what the technical term is, but some kind of like, I want to say like sewer line, like that vision, but not sewer, like clean, pretty water. But, like that, like a river, but I think of it like a tube. So I want to be so connected to that joyful, positive energy that there's so much coming in that it's just pouring out. Like it's literally just pouring out. I can't stop it if I want to because I just have so much positive energy and just in such a great place that like literally everybody that gets within a certain proximity of me is going to feel it. They're going to just have that energy like connect to them in such a powerful way if they're open to it, right? People that are in a negative place tend to be like, ugh, what's wrong with that person? Because they are not open to the positivity and they're just so happy resonating in that lower level frequency that they can't handle higher level frequency because it's just too much, right? It's like being in a dark cave and trying to like come out into the light. It's hard. I wrote some mini notes from my big notes because I'm going to be shuffling through my pages. We're going to do a quick BB cream look. I threw on some day moisturizer, which if you don't know is the best moisturizer there is. And I will customize it for you to make sure it is targeted to your skincare needs. Okay. This is our new BB cream. It just came out this month. I'm telling you, it is fabulous. Probably should put my hair up. I'm not used to this. Shorter hair, it's easier to like manage, but it also seems to get in my face a little bit more because it's shorter. No worries. This stuff has creamicides in it, so it's going to smooth irritated skin. It is going to plump fine lines and wrinkles, so it's really going to target aging also. It's really great for that. It is going to blur your skin, meaning that it's going to hide blemishes, dark spots, uneven skin tones. It's going to be able to hide all that with this. It's a thin coverage though, so you're not like, you can still see it, right? You can still see my stuff. My redness is gone though that I usually have in my cheeks. Like it just kind of mutes it and blurs it to like make your skin like a little bit more evened, but still natural, right? And it's also conditioning your skin at the same time. It is water resistant, so if you are like gonna start sweating, if you happen to get like sprayed with a water gun, if you're out with the kids during summer, it's not gonna like run off your face. It's great, okay? Luminosity, collagen production, all the things. Right. I'm just gonna use a damp beauty blender and kind of push that in. So let's go back to that thought. If we always get in that state of mind, like not always, when you're down, it's very easy to take that perspective of, why is this happening to me, right? Why do these things always happen to me, right? And if you stop thinking of it like it's happening to you and it's a gift and it's happening for you, that's like a very basic, oh my God, a mosquito must have gotten our house last night. I got bit up. Or that when we were moving stuff in the garage. If you think of, why did this happen to me instead of for me, or I mean for me instead of to me, it didn't happen to you, right? It happened for you. It is a gift, and you have to think of it that way. And sometimes it's really hard to think of like, well, why did a flat tire happen as a gift to me? Why did somebody that I love die? Why is that a gift to me, right? So sometimes it's really hard. Why is maybe drug addiction a gift to me? Like dealing with that, right? So we have to think of those things and start to kind of think like, well, why did it happen for me? And if you change the word, it gives you the opportunity to really, I'm going to use some concealer, to really, I want to tell you guys about the makeup, but I still want to talk about the positivity a bit more. So if you have questions on the makeup stuff, just let me know, comment, message me, and I will totally share it with you. So I can focus on what we're doing. It's hard. It's hard to go, well, why did this happen for me? But if you can make that slight little change in your day-to-day thinking and go, why did this happen for me? Sometimes it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's hard to go, why did this happen for me? Like, what possibly could I gain from this happening, right? And most of the time, it's something as easy as like knowledge, understanding, experience. Those are the things that you're gaining. Like really, those are the things that you're gaining from some of these things that are happening for you, right? Like if you get a flat tire, why did that happen for you? Maybe it happened for you to be able to take a minute and breathe because you're having a stressful morning, right? You're stuck. You literally can't do anything. Whether you're changing it yourself and then you have to kind of focus on that thing and that's it. Or if you're waiting for the tow truck guy to come to change it, then you can't really do much but wait, right? And you have to slow down. So maybe it happened for you so that you would have to slow down, okay? Maybe it happened for you because had you been left when you wanted to, there might have been an accident you were involved in, right? So maybe you just don't even know that the benefit that you got from it, maybe it's not a direct benefit, maybe it's like a more indirect thing, okay? And then if you take that to more of an extreme, and why did somebody I love leave me? Why did that happen for me? It happened for you to learn. It really did. Like those are experiences. You learn a lot. When people pass, I've learned, when people pass that I love and care about, you learn from it. You learn about yourself, right? If it's somebody that's really close to you that you spent lots and lots of time with, you learn a lot about yourself, who you are, without that person, right? Because so easily we get connected to people, especially people we spend a lot of time with, and we feel a certain way when we're with those people. So it's about learning who you are without those people. And in addition to that, you get to learn how it is to grieve and go through that process of losing somebody. So then when you encounter somebody else that is then going through that later and is really struggling with it, once you've gotten to a healthier place and you're able to take a different perspective on it, and you can help those people. hopefully you can help those people, and share what you went through, what helped you to get through that hard time, right? So that is in giving gratitude for your learned experience. Some things are easier than others to do this with, like clearly the flat tire situation is a lot easier to, why did this happen for me, versus somebody passing away. But same thing. Maybe you got passed up for a promotion at work. Why did this happen for me, right? Maybe it happened for you to grow more as an employee. Maybe it happened to push you to find a job that you're more happy with. Maybe you're not 100% happy with the job that you're in. So I can give you a list of things, of reasons. I don't know specifically everybody's stuff. So you really got to take the time and think about, why did something happen for you? And that's part of the whole, like, perspective, taking a step back, looking outside of yourself, and really understanding how things are all connected and intertwined together in the world. So that's one part of it, right? So it's a very easy first step to take to kind of get to a different state of mind, right? And it's all about your perspective, okay? It's all about how you see things. Because, right, like attracts like. So if I am constantly seeing and feeling negative, I'm going to be attracting negative things. If I'm constantly seeing, I get makeup in my hair. If I'm constantly seeing things that are positive and happy, I'm going to be attracting positive and happy, right? Like attracts like, right? So back to the, like, flow thing. So, like, your positivity state, right? There are people that are going to try to suck your energy, right? Vampire suckers, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes you have to put up a wall, right? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to reflect on what is happening, understand that it's happening. And I think that's the first step, is like realizing it's not healthy and that you've got to, like, step away. And then again, it's, why is this happening for me? Okay, it's happening for you to grow, for you to change. Maybe it's happening for you to make a major change in your life. And it's the time when you realize that. And why is it happening for you, right? Is it happening for you to make a new choice, for you to change the path that you've been on, okay? And sometimes you just got to build that wall to those people, right? It's okay. It's okay to go, yep, I need a change. I'm going to make that change because this is clearly not healthy for me and that future person that I want to be, okay? So again, you can relate this all to that future self person, like that best, highest level functioning version of you that is out there in the future that you are going to be one day, that person, right? So if you're in that person's shoes and you're looking back, you're going, does this align with what I want to be? Would that person make the same choice that I'm making today? And if the answer is no, then do what that person in the future, that higher version of you would do, right? Put yourself in that person's shoes. That version of you is shoes. That's a lot of S's. And look at it that way, right? And sometimes we have to build those walls, and that's okay, because you can take walls down, right? So you can build a wall, protect yourself, build up your energy, learn how to do this stuff to make yourself happy internally. And then when the time is right, start taking those bricks down, right? Start taking those bricks down, brick by brick. And you will learn how to manage your energy around people that are sucking your energy. Because if you put off so much energy, they are just not going to, if they're not in a positive, happy, if they're not in a positive and happy place, that positive energy is going to, like, make them cringe and they will leave, right? They're not going to keep sucking your energy if you're overloading them. They're going to get, it's like a circuit. They're going to get overloaded and blow, like, honestly. And that's when you know this person is not the right person for you to be around, right? What else do I have? Create the light. Oh yeah, do you guys remember that talk a while ago about creating the light where there is none? So, like, if you're in a dark place, so it's easy to go somewhere where everybody's happy and be happy, right? It's easy to do that. Like, that is so easy. I can go somewhere where everybody's happy and I can just love that moment because I'm just reflecting everything that's happening around me. Everybody's happy. I'm going to be happy. I mean, unless you're in like a really bad place, but like that's so easy. But it is hard to go somewhere where it is darkness and to create a light, right? So if you're able to go somewhere where it's dark, or if you're living somewhere where you're in a dark place and create that light and take that light to somewhere new, that's the thing, right? That is the accomplishment. That's the goal. If you can bring the light into a place of darkness and let that light thrive and grow and spread and make that place of darkness a place of light, then you've done a great job, right? And that's something we can all do, really. So there's that. Just kind of whizzing through my notes here as I get ready. Totally thought I had more time today for things, and then my kid has a follow-up doctor's appointment, so, which I totally forgot about, so I made all these other plans and like forgot about the doctor's appointment. So now I gotta kind of get ready really fast, but that's okay. Okay, so there's lots of times when people I don't know why I need like a reread all my notes. If you're lost, right? Okay, now I got it. I remember my notes. Okay. If you are lost, right? There's lots of times when you feel lost. I've been there. I felt lost in my life before. It happens. Feel lost. You're hurting, right? You just have hurt, right? Hurt happens from various different things, right? If you're hurting, if you're in pain mentally, right? Maybe physically, right? There's a few things you can do that will really help you to change that, to really get out of that lost feeling, that hurt feeling, that pain stage, to be able to move on and grow and get into this happy, positive place, right? So I got 3 things here that you can do, that you can try. Let me know if you try these, if they work for you, okay? 1, which has been like a topic lately that I've been talking about. Over here. Since I got my hair cut, I had like little hairs everywhere that like kind of just got in literally everything. It's crazy. You need a version of who you want to be, right? So we keep talking about this future you, this magnetic you, this highest level you, this best version of you. I don't always like to say best, but that person, that future you, if you sit down and you close your eyes and you think to the future, whether that's a week, whether that's 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is, and you think about that person, that ideal person, if everything were to go exactly how you think you want it to go, right, and everything kind of aligned and everything worked out, and you had complete control over creating your own life, who would you be? Who would you be? What would you look like, right? What kind of clothes would you wear? How would your hair be cut? My lady friends out there, how would your makeup look? How would you stand? How would you project yourself? What would the energy be like around you? For like people that came in contact with you, what would that energy feel like around you? What, if I asked you, what are you doing at 10 o'clock? You'd be able to tell me. 10 o'clock, I would be at work, and I would be doing X, Y, and Z. And I would be wearing X, Y, and Z. And if I said, well, how did you get to work? You'd be able to tell me the car you drove. And if I asked you about what the street looked like that you drove in on, you'd be able to give me some kind of idea. And I said, what would your house look like? And you'd be able to tell me. You'd be able to tell me about the people around you and the people you choose to give your time to, right? That version of you, right? And more importantly, how do you feel, right? And you feel happy and you feel positive, okay? that best version of you. So one, you need to create that. If you have not created that person before, do it now. I feel like lots of us go through stages where we think about that and do that, but then we get busy and we kind of forget about that person. So you need to really create that person, right? You need to have that on lock. Like, you need to have that person, that vision locked down, and you need to like just implant it. Just put it there, right? If you need to draw a picture of it, if you need to write it out, do those things, right? So for me, like the more forgiving version, like not getting upset and holding on to things. Maybe a patient version of yourself, where you're just, if you're never patient with people or with yourself or just with things in general, just being more patient, right? Maybe a version of you that's at peace, like internally at peace. For me, it's that person that is like joyous and happy and just radiating that like everywhere they go. Like if you could see the aura, it would just flow, right? Just flow, and it would be probably yellow and beautiful and sparkly and just flowing out of me so rapidly and continually. Like that's kind of how I envision it. So you've got to have that person, right? You've got to have that person. I talk about that person a lot. You've got to have that on lock. Like you've got to. So if you haven't done that yet, take the time today. Sit with your thoughts. Think about the you that you want to be in the future. That best version of you. I didn't need that brush. Okay. And then once you have that, sit today at the end of the day. Maybe when you're laying in bed, resting your head on the pillow, sit with your thoughts, right? What have you done today? And what are you willing to do every day to take action for that dream, for that vision of yourself, right? So what have you done? So me, part of my vision is my health. And being having a healthy body and a strong body. And right now, I'm not as strong and as healthy as I would like to be. So one of my focuses right now is really working on that. So what did I do today to align with that person that I see in the future? I did my yoga today. And I probably didn't push myself as hard as that future person would push themselves. Right? As a future Kara, that version of myself would have pushed myself a lot more than I pushed myself today. And I let my thoughts and my busy schedule kind of, and my fear of not getting things completed today kind of take over that being in that moment of my future self, which is fine. That's going to happen. And I'm aware of that. That's, I think, the biggest part is like I'm aware of that happening so I can make that change. But I did do my yoga. And I am sharing gratitude with you guys and sharing positivity, which is something that really aligns with that future me I want to be. I am going to go spend time with family, with my daughter, which aligns with the future me I want to be, right? Having healthy relationships with my friends and family. So that aligns. Yeah, so far, those are the things I've done, and I've only been up for like a couple hours to align with that person, right? And I'm sure as the day goes on, there will be things that align, and there will probably be things that don't align, and it's when those things that don't align happen, or when a choice happens, like, oh, maybe it's lunchtime, and I have the choice of like, grab a salad or grab McDonald's, and it's like, well, what is that future me going to do? That future me would grab the salad. Right? Future me would probably have food prepped and not even need to go grab anything because already ready, thought out, planned ahead. So in that choice, the salad would be the better bet. Right? Okay. So the third thing. So with reflection, you need to link your actions 2 and your actions 1, okay, to the highest version of you, right? So 1 is creating that version of you. 2 is taking action daily that align with that, which is what I just talked about. And 3 is reflecting on, I guess I got those 2 kind of jumbled up there. Reflecting on what you did that aligned with number 1, what you did from number 2 that aligned with number 1. Hopefully that makes sense. Did I forget anything? I think I got all my makeup on I wanted to get on. Cool, and I'm making good time. I wanted to be out of here by 9, so perfect. So you have to sit and reflect with those things. And this takes time. This isn't like a fly-by-night thing. Like, it's gonna take some time to like get in the habit of doing this. Like, I've been doing it now for a couple weeks, like constantly thinking about it, to where like if I'm literally out and about and I'm like, like I am in the moment of things happening and going, would the future me approve of this? Is this what that person would do? Right? And sometimes the answer is no, and I do it anyways, because that's learning. And sometimes the answer is no, and I make the choice that I need to make to align with that person that I want to be, because I know the more things I do now to align with that person I want to be, the quicker I'm going to get to that place. Like, honestly, you have to spend time in that vision. You have to spend time in that person. And sometimes that's even taking it to the extreme of like, if you were that person, what would you do about a situation right now, right in this moment, right? And that's living in that vision. Okay, so you have to spend time in that vision too. So if you haven't yet, I challenge you to please take time, create that version of you, spend time with that version, right? Reflect on these things. That way your dreams, like your dreams of that, can become your reality. You can be happy. You really can. But if you're not making those connections and you're just creating that person and you're not doing anything that aligns with becoming that person, you're just going to be a dreamer. You're just going to be dreaming it and dreaming it and dreaming it. And it'll never come to fruition. I like that word, but I can't ever say it. Because you're not doing it. Right? And it's you. You got to do it. It's not going to get handed to you. It's a magic blue pill you're going to take that's going to make it happen. Like, you have to create the you want to be. You are in control of your life. You are the creator of your life. So create what it is that you want. Okay, and I know it's a lot easier said than done. It takes practice, but I know you can do it. You'll get there. All right, get some mascara on here. Again, I leave tomorrow, so if there's any products you want to grab, I do have those 3 bundles. It's a puffy eye bundle. It is a basic bundle, which is just cleanser and moisturizer, and then I have the glow bundle, which is your self tanners for summer, so you can look like you laid out by the pool all day without actually having to have laid out at the pool all day. So let me know and I can send you links for those, and then you have until the end of the day on the 30th to order at the discounted rate. But yeah, don't forget, I leave tomorrow, so if you need anything, let me know. My foot is so itchy. I'm gonna spray some rose water on it. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, we got cabinets for our kitchen we're redoing, and we brought them in and put them in like the extra little room off the kitchen, thinking that's a good place for them. Some of them, and some are in the garage, because our garage is pretty full of other stuff for remodeling stuff. And then we found out the neighbor is having some gas line repair done, and the gas company is like, oh, we're just going to redo your line too, since it kind of tie in together. So gas is going to go off and on. So we're like, great. We just kind of enclosed we didn't enclose, but we kind of blocked the easy access to get to the water heater. So we took the other evening and literally rearranged our whole entire garage so we could get all the cabinets that are in the house into the garage and make room to be able to get back there very easily and relight the pilot after the water heater goes off. Gas goes off and back on. Yay, fun times. Woo-hoo. Alright, I think that is my look for today. Simple, easy, doesn't take me that long, honestly. If I'm not talking, it's like 10 minutes. This whole look is like 10 minutes for me. So especially with those liquid shadows, Those are like the easiest and the quickest. Like, so simple, no fallout. It's the easiest thing to put on. Okay. So there's that. That was it. Let me double check my notes. Yeah, that's it. I know before we've talked about like, it's probably been a while since I talked about this. Like your brain, the way your brain is, like, you've programmed your brain through your life to think a certain way, right? It's like if you're walking down the road, like say you're walking down like a little dirt road, little dirt path, and there's like weeds, like 4 foot, 5 foot, there's tall weeds and plants and like a jungle over there, and those things are growing around you, and you know, you're just walking down your little row, which is already paved out. People have already gone this path. Like, it's just the easy path. It's already there. You're just going to follow the path. Why not just follow the path, right? That's what you're doing every day. So until you start going, this path is boring. I don't want this path that somebody else has already paid for me. Like, my brain is already on this easy path. I don't want that. I want this new path. I don't want to follow the herd. I don't want to do what everybody around me is doing. I don't want to stay in this realm, this level that I'm at with all the things that are the same. I want to change. So it means you got to get out your machete and you got to start hacking those bushes, and you got to make your own path. And there's times when those weeds are going to be really tall and hard and dense, and it's really hard to like keep going. And people back on that easy path are going to be like, hey, why don't you just come back here? Come back to this path. Go with us. It's easier. Like, come on. It's already here. Like, you can go this way. You know this way. It's comfortable. That's the challenge. That's the challenge. You have to keep going. And sometimes you got to be like, peace out. I'm going that way. I'm going to make my own way. And sometimes people will follow you. Sometimes people will see that confidence, and they'll see that you want change, and they want change too, and they really do, and they'll follow you, right? And they might hit a hiccup and a weed might grow, and they might not be able to tackle that weed, and they might go back. It doesn't mean you have to go back. If that's their choice, that's their choice. It's not your choice. It's your life. You have to make the changes. Okay? All right. Have a positively beautiful day, everybody. I hope that gave you something to think about, and work on your positivity, work on leveling up. Just like, you can do it. You can do it. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.